Let's do some health now. And childhood cancer profoundly impacts families, especially in Ghana, where many face emotional and financial challenges in securing treatment. Now, as the world observes International Childhood Cancer Day, Safo Abuahene in this report highlights the struggles of parents dealing with harsh realities of childhood cancer, emphasizing the need for improved healthcare support.
July 2, 2020 is a day Jane Williams will never forget. The day she lost her only daughter to childhood cancer.
I could hear her heartbeat from where I was lying. So I asked her, "Are you okay?" She said no. I've not witnessed somebody dying before, and she's somebody who plays around a lot. So when I came to the bedroom and saw what she was doing on the bed, I thought she was playing. So fortunately, my mother-in-law and my mom were around. So when I went to pick the cloth, I told them what was happening in the room. So they came with me, and they are adults, so they told me that she's actually dying. I was like, oh. From that moment, I think I became numb. I remember vividly because it's still fresh. Growing up, sometimes we hear that when people are coming to go, they take 3 breaths and all that. I thought it was just some fiction or what people say, but I witnessed it myself. The first one was okay, second one, but the last one was like a very big heave, like, and then.
Though the journey was far from easy, the financial burdens that accompany the illness were particularly heavy.
Every medication, for every treatment, for every diagnosis, for every investigations that was done, we paid cash for it. During my time, that is 2019-2020, MRI was 2,050 at that time, and we did about 12 of them. And the radiation, that's the radiotherapy, we had about 17 sessions. And as for buying of the chemotherapy itself was also capital intensive.
Similarly, Lodina, a mother of 5, is enduring a heartbreaking struggle as she watches her 3-month-old baby Desmond fight retinoblastoma, a type of eye cancer. Living in a small town of Begro, where her family relies on cocoa farming, she finds it difficult to gather enough money for treatment and survival. She shares how challenging it has been to raise funds for this urgent cause.
I'm the only one making trips for treatment, and we have run out of money after paying more than 10,000 cedis for scans and treatment. As cocoa farmers, our new crop hasn't yielded yet, and we urgently need help.
This is a sad reality that Lodina, a parent whose child is battling childhood cancer, is facing amidst myriad of challenges. Like many others in similar situations, they often have to pay for all treatments out of pocket, which leaves the family with a bitter feeling due to the intense and expensive nature of the illness. Currently, the onus lies on NGOs and some benevolent individuals who donate to the hospitals to cover the treatment or to cover the fees of the treatment for these ones.
A devastating situation. Victoria, a midwife, faces her own trials as her 1-year and 7-month-old baby battles acute myeloid leukemia. The child has been referred for intensive treatment, including a bone marrow transplant in India.
About 2 months ago, Phoebe was diagnosed of acute myeloid leukemia, and we were rushed from Cape Coast to the Buttichem Hospital. When we came, the situation was very bad and a lot of money was involved. The doctors looked at her and then they told us they cannot treat her, like cure her here in Ghana. So we have to take her to India for bone marrow transplants so that she can be healthy again. Please, if you are looking at me and watching us right now, this is my only child. And I don't know when I'll have another child again. Please help us raise an amount of $57,120 to be able to send her to India for her medical treatment.
In June 2022, the National Health Insurance Authority included treatment for 4 common childhood cancers in the National Health Insurance Scheme benefit package. However, Feedback from some parents and doctors suggests that many are still struggling to access the necessary care. A pediatric oncologist, Dr. Lily Tego, shares insights on the situation.
Unfortunately, the parents and the patients who are supposed to be benefiting from this very awesome policy aren't actually having the full benefit of it and still are having to pay for treatment even for these 4 cancers just because of implementation challenges. So we've had to depend a lot on religious organizations, non-governmental organizations to help support these children. With to sit down and count costs. Do I send my other children to school? Do they sit in the house for this one to get cured? And so I really think as a country we need to prioritize childhood cancer. Let it not be mere lip service. Let it not be policies on paper. Let the policies actually work.
In Ghana, approximately 1,200 children under 15 are diagnosed with cancer each year, but only 20% survive due to late detection. Over 80% of childhood cancers can be cured if identified early. February 15 is marked International Child